Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In tonight's video, I am very excited because, of course, with the last couple of weapons that dropped for DLC in Black Ops 4, they were kind of, I guess you could say, low effort on the developers' part, but they still get us hyped, especially if you're a big fan of Black Ops 3. We got the VMP, which you're seeing right here, and the AN-94, and let me tell you, this VMP is an absolute smacker. Gonna be showing you guys two different class setups, one that revolves around the default sights, otherwise known as the iron sights, and another one that revolves around the elo sight on this weapon if you like to use that, because I think this thing is actually pretty nasty at range, and we're talking range for an SMG, but I mean, the VMP was a god gun in Black Ops 3, it is returning in Black Ops 4, and it is once again a god gun. I know not everyone will have this weapon because it is DLC and people will probably be unlocking it over the coming weeks or months, but still I think this video is worth a watch just to see, because I'm going to give some tips with this weapon. So if you pick this weapon up, because of course a lot of people are using it, because it sort of is like, you remember when the XMC dropped into Black Ops 3, like a super good DLC weapon that actually, ironically, I don't even know if this is the right term for ironically, but it competed with the VMP of that time, which is Black Ops 3, and now I'm just confusing myself right now, but stick with me, I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to this, right? So the XMC dropped into Black Ops 3, I'm getting the same sort of feelings, I think it was around the same sort of timeline if we go back then, I'm getting the same sort of feelings dropping the VMP, which of course it's different because it's an older weapon now, but into this game. It really shakes up the SMG category, and this weapon is, the point I'm trying to make is this is a really good weapon, and I'm going to give you guys some really good class ups. If you could drop a like on this video, that would be absolutely incredible. Let's go ahead and go for 505 likes. If we could crack that, that would be amazing. I really do appreciate everyone who takes the millisecond, or maybe it takes, you know, a couple hundred milliseconds, if that's even possible, to click that like button. So I really do appreciate everyone supporting, and let's get right into it. So first class setup with this VMP, showing up on the screen right now. This class setup revolves around this weapon with just the iron sights, or the default sights. 4 attachments and 2 perks. I really think this weapon works amazing with this setup, and you see me using it in this gameplay right here. Now the first attachment is going to be fast megs, pretty self-explanatory. It's not actually full-on required, but if you like to play fast and rush happy, which of course you're probably going to be with the VMP, it fits nicely on this weapon. You do have the 40 bullets in the magazine on the VMP, just like in Black Ops 3. Second attachment is going to go ahead and be stock, and this is what's so nice about this weapon. Now the VMP, it's kind of weird what they did, and this is what's sort of funny on Treyarch's part, is they sort of made the iron sight skinnier on the VMP and then fatter on the air, like more zoomed in and fatter on the AN-94. I guess because it's the same weapons coming back, but to take a little bit of a twist on it. But anyway, I think I kind of like how it is on the VMP, either way with the elo or not, because you can see a little bit more space, and just using stock on an SMG that already has a quick side-to-side movement speed just allows you to win a lot of gunfights and take less damage, and it helps especially when you're running up against multiple enemies, which can happen and honestly cost a lot of deaths in this game, because 2 enemies equals 300 health, which is so different from a game like Modern Warfare or anything else in the Call of Duty franchise, where it's 100 HP per health bar, right? Anyway, third attachment on this class setup is going to go ahead and be the grip attachment. Now, I don't think grip is required on this thing either, but I think it's super nice to have, because like I said before, this weapon does have some nasty range on it, and because of the time to kill at range, combining with this fourth attachment right there, long barrel, that's why I think grip and long barrel is a nasty combo, because it gives you the means to an end, I guess, if that's the right saying, and allows you to really pick people off at distance. The time to kill, it's absolutely mind-boggling. At range, you have long barrel, it feels like you're instantly deleting people sometimes, and you really can get their health bars down in an absolute jiffy, so it's absolutely amazing. That's what we go with as far as the 4 attachments. Now for gear, I rock with ComSec if I'm trying to get streaks up and go for high kill gameplays. If I'm just trying to go for, you know, whatever, maybe I'm just trying to go for a nuclear, I'm trying to do a non-lethal sort of gameplay, then probably just rock with stim shot. And then the 2 perks when it comes down to it, gung ho and dead silence. I still think dead silence is the way to go, because not only does it help because it doesn't bug you in your headphones if you're trying to sound whore anyway, you know, some of the time I'm playing, I'm listening to music or podcasts anyway, but the other thing is that on other people's acoustic sensors, which some people, I know it's a low percentage of people, but some people still use that, or other people that just sit there with their AirPods cranked up to max, or their Turtle Beaches can hear you coming, so dead silence is nice to have there. Gung ho is pretty self-explanatory. Now one thing I want to say about this class setup, and you might be wondering, is what about quick draw? Because because I use quick draw pretty much all the time on SMGs, and this weapon does have quick draw available on it. It also has laser sight, which would be another option. I think the hipfire is already pretty nice with this thing, but anyway, we're getting back to quick draw. Thing about this weapon is, like I said, it's a little bit of a better overall SMG, and I find that the aim down sight speed is already pretty fast, and I did experiment some games with quick draw on it when I did unlock it, because of course I'm leveling up these weapons to the max, experimenting with different class setups and different perks and attachments as I'm doing that to come up with my best sort of class setups, right? And I really decided that quick draw, it felt like it was a noticeable difference, of course, because you're aiming down sights, whatever it is, twice as fast or whatever, but it wasn't really helping me as much because I was using the stock SMG approach, and I was coming around corners, aim down sights already. I had my grip and long barrel designed to get more long shots sort of with the SMG, so I had a different mindset. I was already aiming down sights, and that's why I'm able to get a lot of different pop off and get different kills because of that, or multi kills or things like that around corners, right? Coming in with the second class setup, and that is because as I was leveling up this weapon, of course, I was using different things, and the elo sight was one. In Black Ops 3, I used the VMP. It was probably my most used gun, or I don't know if it was. I think it might have been, but it was definitely one of my top used guns because it was just so good the whole year. But I thought back, I used basically the default sight for most of the year, but when it first came out, Black Ops 3, I rocked the elo sight on the VMP for like the first 2 months, I think, and I was really loving it. So I put it on with this weapon, and it just felt like, I don't know if the aim assist got stronger or what it was, it felt like I literally had the aim of Shroud on PC. It felt like I was snapping onto people, and that's why I wanted to include this in the video, which usually in my best class setups, I just say, hey, here's the one class setup. Of course, everything's up for interpretation, and it's just all opinion anyway, but this one is another option. And if you don't like the sights, because I think there might be some people that may be annoyed because the sights are a little bit skinnier, although it does give you a little bit of an advantage on the field of view, this elo sight option is really, really nasty. And basically I'm trading out the grip I'm taking away for the elo sight, which I still like. I'm still picking people off at distance. I guess I'm playing on maps like Slums, which isn't the most long range, but some of these fights are still at distance, and the long barrel is kicking in, and I didn't notice that it was that uncontrollable with grip, because I'm basically trading out, okay, the grip helps keep the gun steady, but the elo sight does help you aim or focus, I guess you could say. And then you also get the opportunity to add another perk, which would be Tac Mask in the first perk slot, which does help to repel or, keep you alive against a bunch of different stuff, which can be pretty useful. So that is one thing I would say about that. These are the two different options I would say as far as class setups, but either way, this weapon is an absolute monster. I'm very excited that I was able to get this out of supply drops, and I think that this weapon, it's just super fun for me to use this thing. I have a lot of fun with it, and it's probably becoming, it's actually quickly becoming one of my favorite weapons in this game. I was playing with the AN94 as well, because I was able to pull both of those weapons out of a supply drop opening, which was pretty awesome because I had some of those, whatever they're called, ultra weapon bribes or whatever saved up. So I've been loving those two weapons, and the AN94, it's an interesting weapon because it has some strengths, but it has some glaring weaknesses as well, and I've heard some of the community's feedback on that, and that's interesting. But I was able to drop like I think it was 100 plus with it the other day, so I'll be uploading that very soon. So if you guys want to see that AN94 video soon, smack a like on this video. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'll upload the AN94 one tomorrow night, so be sure to check that one out when that one comes out, because it was a pretty nasty gameplay I got with it, and just going to talk about that weapon, a little bit more of the nostalgia of these two weapons in Black Ops 3. Anyway, that's about it. Take it easy, everyone. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for a cookie, and don't looky, and I'm out. Peace. This one is the ultra weapon bribe. I don't know what they all are, but we'll see what we get of this first one. I'm really looking forward to the VMP if I can pull that. Ballistic knife. Oh, okay. There's also the ballistic knife. I forgot about that one. So, ooh, that's not too good though, because that lowers our chances. Now I only have 2 bribes left. So, damn it. I really didn't want that. I know that one was a lot of people like that, but I'm looking for the VMP. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm cool with that. VMP, which was my #1 that I wanted to get, because I've heard a lot of people are talking really good stuff about the VMP, and I've been pretty experienced with using that thing in Black Ops 3, I guess you could say. And then my third one, yeah, come on. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just too easy. AN94. Let's go. I know people are having like mixed reactions about this weapon, but I'm excited to get and use this thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Whew, I was scared after that first one pulled the ballistic knife. I was worried, but we didn't get the Argus, but I got the 2 new weapons, which is what I wanted. So, okay, I'm pretty hyped about that. Hey, let's get it, baby. Drop a like.